Hello. So nice of you to show up. Today, we're going to explore all the way from the seas across the seas. Over here in America, we're taking a tour of Oxford University. I've heard a lot about this, a lot of hubbub about this Oxford University. Yes, I got my doctorate at Oxford University. So it's like the world's Harvard, is how I think of it. It's like the world's Harvard. I just said that, but to emphasize that. All right, let's watch. Or at least England's.
Oxford, founded in the 10th
Okay, right off the bat, I just have to say I'm disappointed in this man's accent. Lack of English accent. Okay.
century, is home to the oldest university in the
Holy, is that? Oh my God. Look, that's a castle.
English-speaking world. Its university was born back in the early Middle
Oldest in the English speaking world. That's pretty old.
Ages. And ever since the first homework was assigned, the University of Oxford's graduates have helped to shape Western
Where are we? We're literally in a castle. What is this, Hogwarts?
civilization. It brags that its teachers
I can't even imagine going to school here would be so badass.
and alumni include a couple dozen prime ministers, over 50 Nobel Prize winners, and nearly a dozen saints. Today, it's a thriving town of 160,000, part industry.
The 12 disciples went to this university.
Today, it's a thriving town of 160,000, part industry, part university, and part bedroom community for
160,000. Wait, what? This is a town, huh?
Londoners. It's a lively town filled with fun and energy during both the academic term, when you'll see students everywhere, or during summer break. We're here in July, when tourists outnumber the students.
You're telling me this college isn't just a university, it's a town. And there's 100 and tourists. Huh?
Like in Cambridge, the river is filled with tourists.
Look at that.
Still working on their punting skills.
Hunting? Well, you just cracked the 4,000-year-old boat in half. Good job. Probably a bunch of Americans in that boat. What did he call it? Punting? What is punt? Like, I don't know how I'm going to look. Punting, British meaning. Haha. Gambling game against the banker. What?
Oxford's main drag, High Street, is lined with both shops and colleges. Again, it's a mix that illustrates that town gown division.
This guy talks weird. What is a town gown?
There's been a tension between the privileged university population and the hardscrabble regular people of Oxford for over 800 years. In fact, it was a town gown spat back in 1209.
Why does he keep saying that word, town gown? Do I really have to look this up too? Town gown. In a college town, the relations between the town and gown. Okay.
That drove a group of professors and students out of Oxford and to the more welcoming town of Cambridge, where they helped to found that rival university. The historic heart of Oxford University is its old school quad. In the courtyard of its main library, the quad is surrounded by the university's first set of purpose-built classrooms, each marked with the original curriculum.
Is this where they play Quidditch?
Physics, astronomy, music.
Look how old. Oh my God, that's so badass. How it's like Latin. I sound like a dumbass right now, I feel like, but that's okay.
Moral philosophy, and so on. Oxford, like Cambridge, is designed on the collegiate system. While each of the many colleges nurtures its students in its own way, the university provides the curriculum. And while students live and study and are mentored in their respective colleges, it's here in the university buildings that they go to class, are tested, and enjoy the great ceremonial events that come with being a student at Oxford.
I would be so intimidated to go here for class. Like to walk through that door right there, to go to my class, I'd knock on it and like dust would go poof, and it would creak open. You're late.
To imagine studying here in the 1400s, pop into the Divinity School to see the university's first formal classroom. Here, under this impressive
That's a classroom.
fan-vaulted ceiling, the mission of higher education was particularly respected.
Wow.
Upstairs is Duke Humphreys Library. In those days, libraries were placed above classrooms for maximum sunlight and minimum moisture. It's a world of books dating back to the Middle Ages, stacked neatly under a painted wooden ceiling. Books were considered so precious that many were actually chained to the desk.
Huh.
Of course,
that's just so cool to think of back in this time. First of all, it seemed like these people really kind of appreciated the art of knowledge and information and stuff. I long for those days, I don't know. There's something very romantic about this. But back then, a book of information was like so precious. You chained it to the desk.
So precious that many were actually chained to the desk.
That's right. I repeated
Of
exactly
course,
what he
there
said.
are plenty of modern buildings, too. In a wing of the university's fabled Bodleian Library, visitors are free to peruse its treasures gallery, a literary treasure chest celebrating the genius of Oxford over the centuries. You'll see a Shakespeare First Folio, 18 plays from 1623, an original score of Handel's Messiah, written in 1741, a copy of the Magna Carta from 1217, when King John was forced to grant his nobility certain rights, opening the door to democracy.
Oh my God.
It seems this copy was nibbled on by a mouse. Fancy meal.
I'd be dissecting that mouse and reverse engineering that piece of Magna Carta.
Across the street is the Museum of the History of Science. It's filled with scientific equipment that the scholars of Oxford used to change our world. There's chemistry, the 18th century boom in the study of oxygen and other gases. Medicine, after 1850, anesthetics and antiseptics
Medicine, and they show a hacksaw.
made major surgery more survivable. Microscopes helped scholars
Those are
observe
cool.
and tell then unseen worlds.
Why does everything look so much cooler back then?
Science enjoyed the support of England's
What happened?
royalty. King George III had his own ornate microscope made of silver in 1770. And
That's a little extra.
Einstein's chalkboard still features his hand-scrawled equations from 1931. Obviously, from the last 4 lines, the universe is expanding.
That's so cool. Wow. Imagine you just walked up to that and just...
Like at Cambridge, you can visit many of Oxford's colleges. Magdalen College, where C.S. Lewis taught, is the prettiest.
That's your opinion, bro. It is really pretty.
Established in 1458, its cloister is a monastic-feeling square
Cloister.
ringed by the dining hall, chapel, and student dorms. The grounds are meticulously kept, as if to inspire Magdalen students to excellence. Christ Church is Oxford's grandest college with the most esteemed list of alumni.
Look at that. I want to play Frisbee in this courtyard. Oh my God, I just can't even. It's so stunning.
It was founded by King Henry VIII back in the 16th century on the site of an old monastery. While it still has a close connection with the royal family, it's most popular these days because scenes from the Harry Potter movies were filmed here.
Oh, it is Hogwarts. Oh, okay. I kind of ruined my joke.
Harry Potter fans
Hogwarts.
love the dining hall.
That's the actual dining hall.
The Grand Hall,
So
with its
cool.
splendid hammer beam ceiling, is ringed with portraits of alumni gazing down, as if wondering, who's Harry Potter?
Who's Harry Potter? Damn. That lived up to the hubbub. Let me tell you that. The hubbub. That's unbelievable. Hopefully in another life I'll get to attend that college. Because I think that wave has sailed past me now. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining me on this tour through Oxford University. Very cool. Very cool. And I hope to see you again. I hope to see you here again tomorrow, because I'll be reacting to something else, probably from England or Britain or at least somewhere in the UK, maybe in Europe. Okay, goodbye. Have a good day.